Our menu layout is starting to look really good. One thing that it's missing is the name of the restaurant. So let's add that. I'm going to choose the type tool, drag out a text frame. I'm going to type the name of my restaurant. Can enlarge that a bit. Now, when I dragged out my text frame, it bumped over my little specialty pizza header here, and that's because I still have my wraparound object selected, so I'm just going to choose no text wrap. All right, so when you're working with type like this, it's always a good idea to zoom in so you can really see what you're working on. And we don't want to just type the name of our restaurant in. Now, I already had a color and my font Avenir selected, but you want to adjust some of the settings, such as the kerning and tracking and leading. So let's bring out our character window, and I'm just going to start by selecting all this text and choosing a negative tracking value. I already have -25 on here, but I'm going to go a little bit more. So the larger the text on a page, the tighter you can track it. Let's adjust our leading. So we're not trying to design a corporate logo necessarily, but we're just trying to make our text look professional, and we want it to look designed. All right, so in order to enlarge the text with the text frame, I'm holding Shift Command. The Shift does is allows you to not distort your text. So if I just hold Command and I was to drag, I'm going to squish my text, and I don't want to do that. I, in most cases, want to maintain the proportions of the text. So again, Shift Command. So rather than going to the character menu and choosing a font size, I'm just dragging this around and sizing it up by eye. Just manually dragging it. All right, I'm going to, just to give this a little bit more visual interest, I'm going to go ahead and change the color of pizzeria to red. And I want to adjust some of the space between these individual letters. And actually, I think I can put a little bit more negative tracking on this. Tracking allows you to adjust the spacing between all of the letters in a selection. The space between these two Z's is a little bit close. So I'm going to want to click between the letters that I would like to adjust individually, and I'm going to go to my kerning settings, and I'm going to, in this one, I want to space them out a little bit farther apart, so I'm going to choose a positive value. And that should be about enough. I'm going to bring the space between the Z and the E a little bit closer together. And I'm going to widen the space between the R and the I. On Papa's, I'm going to bring the P and the A together just a little bit. I actually like that they're touching right here. It makes for an interesting negative shape. So I'm just tightening up this letter spacing a bit. Okay, so this looks to me like a finished menu. I'm going to just adjust this a little bit larger. Just make sure that the name is the size and position that you want. Again, you can use the arrow keys to nudge it into position a little bit. All right, so I have a finished menu.